Well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I always say it, but I'll say it again today. This is my favorite part of the week when we get a chance to talk to our community about the great folks that work for you, the taxpayers for the city of Albuquerque. And like always, we will have an employee of the week. We have 2 this week, and then we'll move into our Friday's Heroes, which will involve Albuquerque Fire Department, Albuquerque Ambulance, and our Transit Security Division at the city. So earlier in the week, we got a chance to introduce you in kind of quick order to Victor Lovato and Lawrence Romero, who are here with me today. And it's a great story. It's a story about employees that go above and beyond the call of duty while out there doing great things on behalf of the taxpayers. And you saw them earlier in the week, but we wanted to bring them up officially for Friday's Heroes. So as you remember from earlier in the week, this past Monday, Victor and Lawrence were on their normal early morning pickup route. They work for the Solid Waste Department, and they were on Central Avenue near the university. As they were driving, they noticed that there was smoke rising from a residential area nearby. That's all right. Immediately, they drove to find out where the smoke was coming and to see if everybody was okay. As they got closer to the source, they found the smoke coming from a home. Without thinking twice, they parked the vehicle and they jumped into action. Lawrence and Victor rushed to the door and began banging on it to alert anyone who may be inside. It was about 6:58, wasn't it, in the morning?
Yes,
So they figured somebody might be home early in the morning. Lawrence and Victor, as I say, rushed to the door and began banging to see if somebody might be inside. After no response, they attempted to open the front door, but they were unable to do so. So Victor immediately called 911 while Lawrence grabbed the fire extinguisher from his vehicle and began to hit the door to get it open. Once the door was open, Lawrence ran inside and started to shout for anyone inside the home. Thankfully, no one was inside the home, and within minutes, the Albuquerque Fire Department showed up on scene and they extinguished the fire. I understand the house had pretty severe smoke damage, and there was a lot of damage in the home, so it was not a small fire. Although there was no one at the home at the time of the fire, Lawrence and Victor's brave actions certainly saved the property and could have saved lives. And regardless, they didn't know if there was anybody in, and they took the right action and heroic action. So employees such as Victor and Lawrence that go out of their way to help others really makes a difference in the city of Albuquerque. They could have simply called 911 and continued on their morning route, but instead they went the extra mile and they acted with great selflessness to check to see if anyone may need help. I've got James Moore. Where's James? There's James. James is here from the Solid Waste Department. He's going to talk on behalf of these 2 employees. James is the Associate Director of Operations for the department. And I want to thank both these gentlemen for bringing their family. Friday's Heroes and Employee of the Week, it's all about family. And our community is all about family. So I want to thank everybody for being here today to help celebrate with your family members who are heroes in our community.
Thank you.
All right, James, come on up.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. Victor and Lawrence represent the best that solid waste has to offer. I'd like to thank each and one of them for what they did. They did the right thing for stopping and help. Too often while working, we get caught up in our day-to-day efforts and forget what truly is important, which is human life, people. Victor and Lawrence remembered what mattered that Monday morning when they stopped to help. They each took the time to make sure that human life was preserved, and thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Victor and Lawrence, for going above and beyond your call of duty. Lawrence is just starting off in the city, and Victor's been here a while. He's been driving for me for a while, and I wouldn't expect any less from both of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. And if you remember, Lawrence had to actually go to the hospital. He had smoke inhalation. And so he went and got checked out, and we're glad you're doing better.
Yes.
You had a little soot on you last time I saw you. So you clean up great, though.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
You look great. So we have a couple of things that we always do for employees of the week, and I have one for each of these gentlemen. We have an Employee of the Week mug.
Thank you.
We also have a certificate for Employee of the Week, and certainly a letter for your personnel file, so that as you build your career with the city of Albuquerque, your supervisors and others can always remember, you started off as a great employee, and we know you'll have a long and great career here. We appreciate you very much. And we've got one here as well, so thank you. So great opportunity to talk about experience in the department and a new employee that are doing great things. So Victor, we appreciate your leadership.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So let's move on to Friday's Heroes this week. Friday's Heroes this week include Albuquerque Fire Department Lieutenant Isaiah Johnson, driver John Hagan, firefighter Eric De La Torre, and not here is firefighter Adam Watts. He's off duty today. From Albuquerque Ambulance, we have paramedic, Mike, help me, is it Ruan?
Ruane, he's not here. He
Ruane?
just had a young baby.
Oh, just had,
He's at
boy, that's
home
another
with the
story.
baby.
He had a baby?
Well,
Okay,
no,
all right, no, I'm kidding.
It's,
Oh, well, no, I'm just joking. Yeah. And EMT Matt Snyder is with us here today. And from Transit Security Division, we have Officer Dennis Lloyd and Officer Jose Lujan. So today we're honoring AFD first responders, Albuquerque ambulance personnel, and transit security officers for their teamwork during an attempted theft of an Albuquerque ambulance vehicle with a patient inside. Okay, what was that? Was it Jay Leno had stupid criminals? What was that? So last July, Albuquerque ambulance personnel, along with the Albuquerque Fire Department and City Transit Security, were on scene at a medical call at Central Wyoming. As they were unloading their gear to attend to a patient, out of nowhere, a bystander jumped into the front seat of the ambulance and attempted to drive away. Albuquerque ambulance personnel immediately jumped into the front seat to attempt to stop the thief from driving away with the ambulance. They knew that he would not only get away with an ambulance, but there was also a patient involved. The thief obviously was unable to get control of the vehicle as Albuquerque ambulance personnel jumped into the vehicle, and as they attempted to apprehend the man, the vehicle began to move backward, almost crashing into an Albuquerque ride vehicle. That's our transit department. The thief attempted to escape from the ambulance, but AFD firefighters and transit officers were there to lend a hand to the Albuquerque ambulance personnel. The assailant was detained through the teamwork of all of these individuals, and once APD arrived, it was revealed that the attempted thief was also wanted for APD for other crimes in our community. Thanks to the speedy response from each of these individuals involved, a life was saved, an ambulance was saved, and someone who was a criminal in the streets of Albuquerque was taken into custody. So we wanted to thank all these individuals. This is actually the second time in a couple of weeks that we've been able to get together with Albuquerque Ambulance and the Albuquerque Fire Department in particular. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, Officer Lou Golson, who was shot in the line of duty while on a traffic stop, wanted to get Albuquerque Ambulance and the Albuquerque firefighters together to thank them for their quick response in saving his life. So this is all about teamwork. We talk about teamwork fighting wildland fires with the Bernalillo County firefighters and the Albuquerque firefighters. We just had a press conference with the State Police Department, Albuquerque Police Department about texting while driving, Albuquerque Ambulance, Albuquerque Fire Department, Transit Authority. All of this comes together to promote public safety in our community, and we're just really proud of all these individuals. I'm going to have Chief Downey come up and speak on behalf of this incident, and I'm also going to hand out some of the Friday's Heroes coins in just a moment. So Chief Downey.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor was exactly right in terms of the teamwork. Public safety is typically thought of as the police and the fire department, but this is a great example with our partnership with Albuquerque Ambulance, transit officers, and the gentleman from Solid Waste. Public safety is really everybody in the city when it matters, and it's good to see all the city employees stepping up when it's needed. And Station 5 especially, you never know what you're going to get when you come to work in public safety, and this is just another example of you do what it takes to get the job done, and luckily the female patient in the back of the ambulance didn't suffer any further harm as a result of these actions, so congratulations.
Thanks, guys. So what we do, let's give them a round of applause. So gentlemen, we had a coin commission several years ago when I first got into the mayor's office. It's a Friday's Heroes coin. It talks about police, fire, emergency management, and sometimes we also give it to folks outside of APD and AFD, and that's what we're doing today. So each one of these individuals will receive a Friday's Heroes coin along with our gratitude and our appreciation for what you do each and every day. You're keeping us safe, and it's what makes our city such a great place to have such great folks out there protecting us each and every day. So we appreciate you, and I've got a number of coins here, and we'll hand those out. But thanks again, and we appreciate you very much. Thank you. Thank you.